Hello viewers, it's me again, Stanley, here with another video for you. A quick message before the video starts. I'm starting commissions. I have already opened them. If you'd like to check them out, link is in the description below of the rules and the prices and the types of commissions I make. I make figure commissions. I also make comic book covers, webcomic covers, and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in commissioning me, there are 4 slots left as of recording this video. Maybe there are less. I'll update it in my commissions info. So yeah, if you're interested, hit me up. Link in the description below. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, I wanted to talk about something serious happening. This is actually a topic that scares me because of how serious it is, and I'm actually kind of scared of talking about it. It makes me nervous, nauseous, not feel goody, but nobody is talking about this. In my country, it's something that's happening in my country, or at the very least, nobody seems to be bringing it to a wider audience. I don't think foreigners know about this, but I want to talk about an artist called Suzanita. Now, for any of you who don't know who Suzanita is, she's basically a performer, an artist, a music maker, a songstress, kind of, though that's up for debate. A quick Wikipedia search will basically tell you all you need to know about her, career-wise. She's the daughter of a prominent Bulgarian music artist. His name is Orhan Murad. So naturally, she kind of went into the same direction in music videos. She was basically doing music videos since 2012. She was born in 2003, so that means that she's been making music videos since she was 9 years old, which doesn't seem too bad. She probably did some kid-friendly videos, music videos and stuff of the sort. I personally haven't seen those. I haven't seen the 2012 up to 2017 videos, but she's been making these for a while now. So cool, a child artist doing music. That's fine, that's great. She's in the business, she's steadily gaining momentum in her career. That's honestly great. She should go for it, she should expand, and so forth. However, 2017 comes. I remember that dark, twisted year where a specific song came out. That song's name is Lucifer and Buddha. Now, ignoring the fact that that title is insane, the contents of the song and the music video, which was produced, are even more insane. In 2017, Suzanita was 14 years old, and the music video she produced that year was not kid-friendly whatsoever. It was extremely revealing. She was blatantly sexualized. I believe there was a man in that video, and she was all up in his business. He was a grown man, and she was only 14 years old, wearing what I would call drapes wrapped around her. She was wearing very revealing clothing. I don't recommend you go watch that video. It's not good at all. And you might be saying, Okay, she made a weird music video, but probably the song was good, wasn't it? The song was not good. I'll show you an expert of it here to hear how it sounds and how she sings without autotune. Award-winning, isn't it? So, you probably already guessed that she didn't become famous because of her talented singing and music making. What she was famous about, however, was the fact that she was scandalous, provocative, and she wasn't afraid to get sexual. And that's my issue. She was 14 years old at the time. It's... where were her parents? I mean, her father was there, but her father encouraged that behavior. I read some interviews with her and she basically says that she is so scandalous and everybody talks about her and she likes that and that haters gonna hate. You know what a 14-year-old would say to people being like, maybe that's too much, and people who are actually concerned about her. Though not a lot of people were, because in that industry, that was kind of encouraged. She was obviously being encouraged by a lot of people to be this way. Somebody co-signed that music video and said, yes, that's perfectly fine, we're doing this. And I have to say that that music video is basically the closest thing to legal CP I have ever seen. And again, I can't stress this enough, but I discourage people from seeing it because it's very disturbing. Like, when I was 14, I was not doing any of that, let me tell you. I was playing games with my friends and playing flash games, and I was just playing games. I was going to school, being a child. I was not revealing myself to other people. But like, again, this is kind of a sign of our culture. Later that year, Suzanita also made a music video with Andrea. She's a pop folk singer, and one thing to take away from this video is that pop folk singers in my country are generally very scandalous. They sexualize themselves a lot, and that's perfectly fine. Personally, I'm not a fan of the genre, but it's fine. It's all in good fun. They can do that. They can express themselves however they want. However, the fact that a 14-year-old girl was in her video, in a pop folk video no less, frightens me. That's a little bit much. That's too much. And I think I've seen that video, but like a long time ago, and it's just what you would expect it to be, very sexualized. Susanita was very sexualized, and she was also a minor at the time. She's currently a minor still. Now, being so young and having such fame and having your parents encourage you to basically strip for money, you kind of get overwhelmed. So at some point in 2017, I think it was, or at least when the fame got too much for her, which is at some point in 2017, Suzanita started doing drugs, and that became an addiction. And she had to go to rehab. Now, from what I read, she was there for like 4 weeks, and she's still struggling with her addiction. It's very difficult for her, probably. Most definitely. I wish her the best of luck with that. It's it's a bad situation to be in, but I like the fact that she's staying positive. I read an interview about it. She is staying positive. Yeah, all I can say is that I support her with that. As of now, she seems to be doing better. Only time will tell what's in store for her. Now, with that said, I need to talk about all of the behind-the-scenes things I've heard about this, and like, from this point on, things are gonna be alleged. Like, the most serious thing out of the whole situation, and the most alleged, I think, is the alleged CP of her. Basically, there's an adult video circulating. I heard of it from my ex, who for some reason liked her songs. Go figure. But I heard from him back in 2017 when she was still 14 years old. He told me that there was an adult video of her with a grown man. Keep in mind, to this day, she's still a minor. So if that video is real, then that's definitely CP circulating freely in the internet, and that disturbs me a lot. Now, I can't verify this. I mean, I guess I can verify this, but I don't want to. I don't want to look for that video. I'm disgusted. I don't wanna. I discourage you from looking into it because, again, if it's true, then she was 14. Or if it's recent, then she was at the very least 17, which is again illegal. So if there is a video of her, I would advise you to not go look for it. Of course, it could be a lookalike, and that's why I say it's alleged, because I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it even exists. I've just heard rumors of it. But a lot of people have told me that they've seen it. So I'm willing to believe that there is an actual video circulating out there. But again, I can't say if that really is her, or if it's like a lookalike. If it is her, that video needs to be taken down out of the internet because it's illegal. It's CP, and it needs to go away. Like, this whole thing brings me to an issue with my country, in which things like that are encouraged. When I expressed to friends, in quotations, because I'm talking about my ex, like, that's the only person I've talked to about that. But back in the day, I expressed concern about her, that she is 14. He told me that she probably did some stuff with other male performers. He told me rumors like that, and I wouldn't put it past them, because in music videos, they basically simulate sexual acts, and that's horrifying. Like, it's a 30-plus-year-old man grinding up against a 14-year-old child. That's a music video that I'm pretty sure exists. It's one of the music videos she's made. She's made a couple of songs, and I think she's made collaborations with grown men artists, and there are rumors that things happened with them, and that's not okay. But again, it's just rumors, it's all alleged. However, when I spoke to my ex about that, and how I said that it's not okay, he was like, well, everybody does that in the industry. Like, every artist sleeps with other artists, and they do sexual favors for each other, which I guess, but why do we encourage that to happen? Like, why is that the norm? why do we as a society not see that and be like, this is wrong? Someone should take legal action because this child is obviously in a dangerous environment. It's proven that she's in a dangerous environment because she started doing drugs. Where are her parents in all of this? Like, her father is co-signing this. I don't know her mother's opinion on this, but her father is completely okay with everything. And I don't understand why. She was a child at the time. Why does my country view this as acceptable? Like, a lot of people see this and are like, yeah, this is normal. This is a regular occurrence. Yeah, it's kind of gross and stupid, but like, it's so in good fun. And I can say that about adult performers, like people who are not minors, but she was a literal child at the time. Can we like not do that? And nobody is talking about the legality of this. Like, even if the CP thing doesn't exist and it's just a stupid rumor, her music videos shouldn't be legal. The very videos she stars in, she's basically being sexualized to a disturbing extent. She's wearing very revealing clothing. She was 14 years old and going to clubs, going clubbing, drinking, doing drugs. And again I ask, where were her parents in this? What were her parents doing? Why did people co-sign to this behavior? I saw an article from 2020 where she talks about rehab and how she is trying to overcome these demons she has. And a quote that the writer of the article mentioned there was, "Nobody can do to you what you can do to yourself." Now, yeah, that basically applies to having responsibility for yourself. But at the same time, when she was 14, it was her parents' responsibility to look out for her and not put her in an environment which would be harmful to her and which would push her to doing drugs. Like, maybe put the blame on the parents instead of on this literal child, which was basically a victim of circumstances. How did child services or whatever we have here didn't take her away from these people? You wanna know how? These people were famous, they have power, and they can basically do whatever the fuck they want. It terrifies me. This girl was under child abuse. That's the clearest way I can put it. This was child abuse, and we as a culture saw this and said, that's fine, that's how it works. It's okay to sexualize 14-year-olds. Like, I can't. I want to leave Bulgaria because I can't with this. It's so disgusting, it's vile, it horrifies me, it chills me. It sends chills down my spine. Yes, a lot of newspapers are writing about this, like a lot of column writers are writing about this, but I read some articles about the situation, and I feel like people blamed her most of all. And it's my personal opinion that the blame shouldn't be put on her because she was put into this situation, in this environment, by her parents. Her parents told her it was okay to act this way. It was okay to post Instagram stories of her making out with another girl. It was okay to be scandalous because that would make her famous and it would earn her a lot of money, and she would be known throughout the world for being very scandalous and cool and edgy, and all of that is things that her parents told her, and not only her parents but her audience told her, because they rewarded that behavior. And it's just horrifying. She was 14 years old. I can't stress that enough. She was 14 years old and she was basically almost naked. And the video is circulating through YouTube and nobody knows about this. It's the most horrifying thing that I can imagine. This we have a lot of that in my country. For some reason it's okay to sexualize little children. I don't like that. I'll probably give you later on in my channel, I'll give you a story time about another horrifying event that happened in my very school with a minor and a teacher. Well, with a student and a teacher. I don't exactly know when it started. You hear about that later. But yeah, I hate this. I hate our culture. Like, I don't hate our culture as a whole, but I hate that specific part of our culture where it says that being scandalous and doing all of that is always okay even when you're a child. It's a horrifying industry and I don't want it. I think legal action should be taken against these people. Someone should sue. The authorities are not doing anything about this. I'm not exactly sure what Bulgaria's child abuse laws are. I'm pretty sure they're very poor, but if the CP thing is true, then that's kind of a federal offense if that's on the internet, but I don't know who exactly would be responsible for this. Like, how is there a rumor about a child making an adult video with a grown... Well, I don't know if it's a grown man or... It's probably a grown man. And like, nobody reporting that. Nobody being like, hey, that's bad. That's CP. That's illegal. And that shouldn't be out there. Like, everyone seems to be okay with this. I think that in my country they have no idea about CP laws, or at least the CP laws in other countries, which I think apply to the... I don't know, I don't understand a lot of things about law, but this can be legal. This can be okay. Yeah. More people should be talking about this actual issue, which I don't think it's just a Bulgarian issue, but I do see it here prominently, where there's no problem in sexualizing children. Everyone is a-okay with that. People are more inclined to slut shame than to tell you this is a minor and that's gross. It's a weird mentality we have. We don't have a lot of regard for our youth. I guess it stems from the fact that they used to marry people off when they were 14 years old or 13 years old and actually have them sleep with each other, like have the first after wedding night. That was an old custom, but I guess the mentality is still there. Which I say, let's stop this mentality. Let's expand our minds and be like, maybe some things we used to do are bad and we should stop doing them and do better stuff. But I guess it's not the time. So yeah, people should talk about this. That's my closing statement. This is gross, this is nasty. So with that said, in this social commentary on the culture we live in, I'm going to be ending this video. I fixed my PayPal account, so if you want to commission me, I again say, please do. links in the description below to my commission prices and things. My Ko-fi account is also there if you want to donate money and get nothing in return. Well, it helps me make more content, actually. But yeah, you can donate there if you like me. And if you don't like me, you cannot donate, it's fine. I haven't uploaded new designs on my Redbubble shop, but my old designs are pretty nice, so you can get those. I also have a Society 6 account where I sell merch of Superhuman, my webcomic, and also my DeviantArt account where I've posted commission details and stuff like that. So with that said, goodbye and see you in the next video. I'm not going to see you and you're not going to see me probably because I don't film myself, but we will hear each other. Bye.